Having a possible standoff, but they're not positive if the suspect that they are seeking is still in that residence where they believe this shooting happened. A 15-year-old confessed to this bomb threat. They now have that 15-year-old in custody, and joining us for an update is the superintendent of Bradford County Schools. They can't confirm whether or not these two scenes are connected between that man who you mentioned threw the bicycle and then fired at the officer. A 6-year-old boy was lying on this top bunk right here, and you can see a bullet hole. The bullet came in flying just above his head. Several drivers over here. All lanes are now open on the northbound and southbound side of 95 near the university exit. You can see she was last seen on Monday, and they issued that Amber Alert just last night and asked for better news than that. You can see still a heavy police presence back here. They're just debriefing. Can you explain the violent nature of it? If it's just a gunshot and he's doing okay, what makes this more intense than usual shootings?
Well, whenever anybody uses a gun and shoots someone, it's the worst violence you could possibly have.
But we don't usually see SWAT armored vehicles. There was a SWAT sniper we saw over there, so why is that all called out to this scene? This is Shelby with First Coast News. Can you tell us how long this officer has been with the force and if he's ever had officer-involved shootings previously? Why are we hesitant on calling the SWAT team out here? What are we waiting for?
Well, we have to confer with the state attorney.
Most importantly, just wave your hands, try to get the attention of a lifeguard.
She never did call police about that because she didn't feel confident enough. But another part of this investigation of this case is the community support. Another time that she felt unsafe. We have more police showing up right now. We'll keep you updated. More than 24 hours after that shooting happened here at this home behind us, you can see the crime scene unit is still here. It's been a grueling 2.5 years, and I can tell you the mood inside was very somber as both families sat in there, and the jury is deliberating on at least a dozen police cars. If you look over my shoulder, there's the car that was involved in this crash. It's on the side of the tracks there, and right next to it is the Amtrak train that was involved. It's sitting on the tracks right now.
Out there. Oh, there's another one.
Shelby.
Oh, that's Shelby. Now, Shelby is tweeting a lot. You can see there, at News Shelby. Follow her if you can, because she is staying on top of things out there.
And really, they said it from the get-go yesterday that flooding wasn't going to be the main concern in Lake City. It was going to be wind speeds.
That's where we find Shelby Danielsen. She has pretty much been all over that place all morning long, giving us different images, showing us what's going on.
You know, when you have to hold on to your hat, the wind is strong. I'm going to just pick this up and show you. This big branch may not look horrible, but these are all over the place. And when you have a lot of these and you can see how sharp they are.
I'm gonna go knock on the door. His name is Rocky Moody. What? He's already waiting for me. I didn't even give him a heads up. That's pretty impressive. Wow. All right. So, Rocky, we were talking earlier, and this massive tree, you said you heard it. You were right at the window there.
I did.
There's been lightning all night, and I just want to show you this. I mean, it's like a river here. My umbrella is just going to float away. I don't know if you can see just the ripples of the water. Forest Terrace, this is the hardest hit area. You can see another uprooted tree here, a lot of damage. You can see the limbs just torn off of this tree right here, and if we go further this way, I mean, this is all around this block. The wind out here is so strong, so it was not an easy morning for sailing. And if I turn around, my umbrella will probably turn inside out. I can just show you. I don't have to hold on to it, just being blown against me. The wind is strong.
They're wearing rain jackets, so you must be prepared. You're used to this kind of rain.
Back up here, we're gonna take you up and just show you these waves against the rocks. I can tell you some spots in the parking lot here definitely flooding. Hey Louis, well, I just got slammed by a huge wave, so I heard that Julia was weakening. I haven't seen it yet at St. Simon's Island. Now, I can tell you the wind and those waves, they are just as powerful as they have been over the past few hours.
St. John's River for day 2 of the Kingfish tournament, and I think I may have caught something. I think it's a Steve Thompson, the chairman of the Kingfish tournament.
There will be no broken legs on this river walk. Just make sure you wear your helmet. And look who I found running along the river walk tonight, Mike Crangley, and he has a forecast for all you runners out there.
Hey, it's awesome out here.
There we go. Okay, we're gonna post it.
FCNB 3Rs.
Woo! We didn't expect this hill to be so steep.
And we had shirts made up that say, I love Marty. So we called her on FaceTime. She didn't know anything about it. She's been crying.
Well, you guys are all amazing, and Marty, you know, thanks for joining us in via FaceTime. You know, everyone here is running for people just like you.
Caking the mulch into a shovel.
Practicing for a soccer game today.
And I was doing the shovel too.
You were? You got some dirt on your nose. You must be working hard. Oh, you're such a good brother you are.
Possibly come here, and we're going to have more coming up this morning. We're going to speak to the owner of this gym and even the mayor later.
Here are some other cameras. You can see this one shows the driver, and there's another one up front. Something else that they're asking students to do is if they deal with bullying, to, while they're getting off of the bus, pass off a note to the bus driver, so then you're not embarrassed. Students don't see you, and you can see, pass off that note, tell your parents can also report it. Now, we're in the facility that they moved to about 3 years ago. It's an upgrade, and this is where they kind of take care of any of the maintenance problems. And I'm with the transportation director.
Shelby Danielsen is out there. She's going to show us exactly how it's done. Shelby.
Hey there, Katie. I don't have a lot of time to talk to you right now, honestly. I'm trying to catch this Bulbasaur looking thing. Okay, I'm just gonna figure that out in a second. I'm on level 2. Now, neither the Jags or the Jets made it to the playoffs last year, and that's what they're hoping to turn around this year. They both spent a lot of money investing in new players, trying to shake up that roster a little bit. So tonight we'll see a lot of players who are trying to keep their spot on the team as well as earn a spot on the team. Sadly, thousands of people won't ever be able to see or live in their homes again because of the damage left behind from those floodwaters. The water is still measuring at 2 feet high in most areas, so they may not be able to walk through, and they may not have access to a boat there.
Traveling this week for the Thanksgiving holiday. One of those travelers actually is 3-year-old Zeke we just met. And Zeke, where are you traveling to?
Mexico.
Katie, it is visibly election day. As you can see here, we're by the San Marco Library, just one of the many polling locations in Duval County. And I guess you can say that I've also been sashed. I was given this caution tape earlier because it is also my first time here, so I can wear this proudly. And keep in mind, we're gonna be out here all weekend. It just gets messy, and they just mowed. It's gonna be a little watered down though tonight, so parents, that's really good news for you.
Lewis and Patty, which one do you think I made and which one do you think Kid made? He's narrowed it down to these two.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try some chocolate covered bacon. Ready? Should we do the thing where it's like, okay.
Oh.
Mmm.
Oh, is this like Lady and the Tramp? I'm gonna tell you something. This is taking a weird turn, Shelby.
Okay, I thought I was gonna go right, but okay. We're gonna just park it right there. It's a big win and a huge ruling for parents who choose to have their kids opt out of the Florida Standards Assessment Test, or FSA. A judge just ruled that school districts can't hold back students based on that test alone. They have to consider other factors. African American women are nearly 40% more likely to die of breast cancer than other women. Amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Now stick around, catching up with those women raising awareness about breast cancer coming up. But first, we want you to know plenty of fun events happening around the First Coast. Patty Jacks is joining us live in the studio to tell us the top events you should look out for.